Good morning and welcome back to the channel. So coffee and cycling have gone together for years, whether it's club rides and people stopping mid-club ride on a Sunday to have a coffee in a shop, or whether it's pros having a coffee at the beginning of the Tour de France. But what do you do if you're in the middle of nowhere like this and you fancy a coffee? Well, that's easy. You take a coffee machine with you. All you need to do is find somewhere to stop and start brewing your coffee. So in my bag I have got an OutIn Nano Espresso maker, and as you can see it's pretty portable. And the thing I really liked about it, as soon as I open the packet, is you can tell, you know, when you can just feel something and you know it's good quality. This feels good quality. The packaging was really nicely laid out. There was lots of information in it. It was all beautifully set out within the box. It all feels like quality product. The actual machine here feels relatively heavy, but it's about the same as a filled water bottle. If you've got a large water bottle filled with water, about 700 grams, something like that, this is roughly what that weighs. So it's not really too heavy to be taking with you. So whether you're on a bike, whether you're going for a walk, whether you're camping, whether you're just in your car going anywhere, just out for a day and you know you're not going to be near a coffee shop, this could help you out. So how does it work? Well, you've got a cup on the base, you've got the filter pot down the bottom for the coffee. In this case I brought a pod adapter, so I can put a pod in here, I'll put it in there, tighten it up, and we should be good to go. One of the amazing things about this is it heats water itself. So you don't need to take hot water with you. You just take the top off, put your water in the bottom, press the button for 2 seconds and it will start heating. And if you do that, you've probably got enough power from the machine for maybe 2, 3, 4 shots. If you brought hot water with you, you could literally get hundreds. I think it's up to about 200 shots you can get if you're putting hot water directly in the coffee maker. So if you're out and about in the wild and you haven't got access to hot water, you can still have 2 or 3 shots with this. As I said, I'm bringing the coffee pod adapter today, but it is compatible with ground coffee. So if you've got ground coffee at home or you've got a grinder, you can just bring ground coffee with you, or you could load up the adapter, which is very similar to this. You could load up the adapter with coffee, and once that's loaded up and put in the coffee machine, same thing. Okay, so the important thing is obviously seeing it in action. So I've got some pods with me. Just put one of those in the capsule, press it in firmly so I know it's sort of being punctured in there. Screw it back together firmly but not too tight. And then just filling with water. There is a limit, there is a measure on there for 50 or 80 mils of water. I'm just going to try with about 80. I think it's suggested 50 will give a 30 mil shot. And then what I have to do is press the button for 2 seconds. And now that is going to start brewing, and I'm going to start timing. As you might be able to see, the lights on the Nano are flashing, showing it is going into its heating mode. So it's going to take a couple of minutes to heat the water up enough to to the required temperature to start brewing. But as you can see, the whole process is pretty simple, pretty neat, no mess anywhere. All I'm going to get is a nice coffee. And I can hear it's brewing already. It's got three lights on, last light flashing. That's been 3 minutes, 20 seconds. So as you can see, that's brewing. That's coming up now just to about 4 minutes. So just before 4 minutes, and I've got a cup of coffee. I could wait that long in a queue in a coffee shop. And there you go. Cheers. Oh, that's nice. And as you can see, there's quite a nice crema on that coffee. If you know your espressos, you know crema is important, and that's looking pretty good. Now the nice thing about the Nano is that's an espresso. I could easily, if I had brought hot water with me, or I could probably brew up some more hot water if I needed to make it an americano, bring some milk with me, or milk powder maybe, to make a milky coffee. So being able to brew one of those really does give you a lot of options. So what I'm going to do is brew another coffee, or actually what I'm just going to do is put some more hot water in it and leave that to go again. So as I said, if you bring your Nano Espresso with you, it doesn't really matter where you are. And as I said, I'm in the middle of nowhere at the moment. I can still have a coffee. And if you're really forward thinking, or you go in a car or something like that, or even if you're in a holiday home and you're staying away from home, but there's no coffee making facilities, if you brought the Nano with you, you could have espressos. And like I said, if you put hot water in it, you could have unlimited almost espressos from a single charge. The Nano Espresso would probably give you a week's worth of espressos if you were staying in a cottage in the middle of nowhere. As you probably saw from the pod size, that they are single shots, and the ground coffee attachment is a single shot ground coffee attachment too. If you like double espressos, you can buy an adapter so you can brew a double espresso from coffee grounds. So that might be worth looking at. Ooh. Just brewing the extra water. So there I have an americano. So the nice thing about the Nano is it is fully waterproof. It's really easy to wash and keep clean. So that's another plus. So if you're interested in getting an OutIn Espresso maker, you can use the code FOREST, which is down on the screen below, or use the link in the description. Happy coffee making. Hope you found this video interesting and useful. If you did, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe if you can. And until next time, bye for now.